back to the farming and lumberjacking and spider killing potentially, and that potential has been realized, episode. And I saw an Enderman. I like Endermen. They're fun to fight. Well, I can't seem to hit it. Well then, by the tall one. That didn't go so well. And I never made a bed. I'm so glad that I stayed close to spawn. That would have sucked if I had ventured out a ways and then hadn't made a bed. Because I've never found sheep yet. All of my stuff would have been gone. And I probably would have just stopped here and not come back for a while. That would have sucked. I don't think he's gonna still be pissed at me. Yeah, he's not pissed at me. That means I can get my stuff. Why do I have a diamond in my inventory? I should not have a diamond in my inventory. That should be in my chest at home. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, my diamond pickaxe. With a better sword. Yay! And I got an ender pearl. Ooh, yay. And most of this is done. I don't have my hoe, so I can't plow that block that so callously destroyed by the chicken and by the spider. As I punched him with a sword. That's what you do with swords, right? You punch people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be watered by this, I think. I'm not 100%. Maybe the diagonal doesn't count as a thing. I don't know. Okay. I think I read a long time ago that the wheat grows faster if it has non-planted but watered, tilled ground beside it. Like the more there is beside it, the faster it grows. And so growing it in rows like this, where it's every other one, is one of the faster ways to do it. Because you get more covered than just doing one and then empty spaces all around it, and then like one and empty spaces. But you still get more speed by doing it that way. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see. I was doing something else though, other than the lumberjacking. That's what I was farming and lumberjacking and potentially spider killing. Thought I made another axe though. In fact, I know I did. Which means it's probably over here somewhere. But I don't see it. Oh well. Guess I might as well make a crafting bench up here, so I don't have to go back down. There will be times when I'll be up here and need to craft something. I'm sure of it. Like now, so I can craft the wood. I did not mean to throw my axe. And so I can craft bread. Well, I guess I'll leave that. I have chops for now. I'm also happy that the wheat is hops instead of wheat. Okay. Do you like... Y'all do like meat, okay. Oh no, you were just randomly walking. Okay. So y'all need seeds, then. I have a solution for that. Just get seeds. Unless they need carrots now, because they don't seem to be flocking to me while I'm talking about seeds. Also, I'm getting very few seeds. Okay. No, nothing. You need carrots then, I guess? Sheesh. High maintenance pigs. This is how you lumberjack, right? Oops. Yeah. Been watching Dwarves vs. Zombies lately, some of the older episodes. And I might play that on the channel one day. I would need better internet at home, though, to be able to handle that and record. The recording doesn't take internet, but it slows down the computer in general. Or uses computer resources, you know. But if I get better internet, this computer should be able to handle doing that and recording. I might need to buy a fan for the computer, though, because it does tend to get hot. Which I think is what ended up killing my last computer. Was it just got too hot too many times. And heat is the great destroyer of electronics. Let's see. The leaves will degrade on their own if you've gotten rid of all the wood. So, you can make sure you get all the wood, and then the saplings will just start falling on their own. But if you haven't gotten all the wood, it'll stay around, even if it's one of those that's hidden inside the leaves. Which is why I temporarily turn to fancy before turning back. Okay. Yeah, it's a decent bit of wood for now. We can go and plant some 2x2 trees. Because that way you can just climb up them and cut them down. Get a lot of wood. Okay. So I guess I'll go back and show the gates like I was talking about. I think I'll just do that above ground for now. I'm gonna have to do a lot of landscaping to get a big flat area to do the actual calculator, but for this it won't take that much room. Okay. So I'm gonna need some repeaters and some pistons, at least one piston. Ah, crap, I'm gonna need a sticky piston, aren't I? I'm gonna need sticky pistons. Shit. That means I need to find some slimes, because I'm gonna need quite a few sticky pistons, I'm guessing. Let's see, let's see. I know I need a sticky piston for an exclusive OR gate, for the way I'm gonna do it. Don't I? Let's see. Let me do the other gates and then I'll see. I might be able to do it without having a sticky piston. Alright, so let's get you, let's get some of you, let's get some more stone cooking, because I think I might need stone. I think you need stone to make the repeaters. I'll see. And let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna need redstone torches. Magic torch. Chunk of magic powder. Okay. Yeah, I don't need quite that many. Let me put these back. Okay. That's different. Okay. No. Trying to remember how to make things. And it's obviously not going well. Is it an iron there? And stone? I may have to look up how to make repeaters. I think I'll be able to get pistons from memory. But I don't seem to know how to make repeaters. Which is very unfortunate. Let's see. I think I've got the ingredients right. I just don't know how they're set up. Let's see. I know it takes a redstone torch. At least one. It might take two. It might take an iron. It might take redstone dust. Yeah, I'm just going to have to look it up. I'm going to Alt-Tab and see how that affects the recording. Okay, so it looks like the recording is still recording that screen. So I should be able to go online without... Yeah, okay. I'm still kind of new to this recording things. I didn't know how it would work on this. Because it also seems to be different with different things. Let's see, where is... There we go. Okay. Alright. Is that showing... No, why is that not showing what it's supposed to be showing? Why is it just a black screen? There we go, okay. Okay, so... That's piston is cobblestone, redstone, iron, plank. Okay. And I want a repeater. I've got the recipe for piston stored in my favorites. Let's see, where is redstone repeater? There we go. Well, so close. Okay, so 2 redstone torches, redstone dust, and actual stone. Okay. Okay. So I am going to need a lot more stone. So let's put some more of that up there. Yeah, I'll do it before the gold. Oh, sheesh, I'm already out of lava buckets. I think I'm gonna go get some more lava before I do anything else, actually. That should be up there. Let's put some of this up just so I don't lose it, just in case. And some of this up so I don't have it cluttering my inventory. I'm gonna run, get some more lava. Oh, right! I don't need to go underground to get lava to bring it back up. I have a nether portal. What am I doing? Sheesh. And this is why I wanted a ladder, and why it sucks that I just took the ladder. Oh, that's vertigo inducing. Out of my inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that though. Ladders, not ladder. Okay. Magma Crucible, that's what it's called. That is one thing that was nice in... Actually, I don't even know what mod that's part of. But having that and ender chests and being able to make... And pumps, I think, is part of the contraption. So that you can just pump lava into your base and have lava, you know, be pumped into your base, basically. Instead of having to go get buckets of it at a time. Because I do like using lava for smelting purposes. So I don't have to get bunches and bunches of coal. I can just put a lava bucket or two and do hundreds of smelty things. Jeez, I'm good at words tonight, aren't I? Okay, so I've got lava going, so I'll be getting more. Let's see, the iron's already going. I'll be getting more stone. Let me go ahead and make some iron blocks of iron. Was that an iron pressure plate? Weighted booby trap, okay. So weighted pressure plate. That's probably one of the one. If that's not the one that only a player can step on, it's one of those similar ones. Okay, let's see. Do this. Okay, now back to what I was doing. Let's see. So we need stone. Alright, I made a bunch of stone earlier. Iron just in case I need that. I've noticed that these things. See, this is why I'm going to start calling stuff by the pirate speak, because I can't remember the name of it, and then I can just look at the name in pirate speak. Hopper. The hoppers deposit to the first available inventory space. So even though I had a stack of iron over here, it deposits that first open one. If there isn't if the space with the stack is the first available one, that's where it'll go. That's night out. Okay. So repeater was this and here. Okay. So I need more sticks. That's what I need. Because I need a lot of torches. Because it takes a lot of torches to make a lot of repeaters. And I'm going to need a lot of repeaters. I'm probably not going to use all of these today, but they will get used. And I wish I had a bed so that I could make it day, so that I could go out without, you know, being monstered. I'm gonna need some levers as well, which is sticks and cobble will do. Does it have to be stone? Is that? Have I completely forgotten how to make a lever? Oh, okay. Lever. And I'm out of cobble on me. Sheesh. Okay, so let's do this, and alright, that looks like about right. Okay, so first is an OR gate. You want it where if either of these is on, it outputs on. And it would help if I had a it helps if I have something that shows output other than it just the wire, because that works, but I want, let's see, do I remember how to make a glowstone torch? The answer is no, but I'm going to see if this does it. No. Is it glowstone and redstone? Is it glowstone around redstone? Hold on a minute. Let's see, I think. Okay. Looked it up. It's 1 glowstone with 4 powder. It's a magic lantern is what it is. Okay. So now that we have something to properly show on and off, I shall actually go make the gates. Okay. And the repeaters, let's see. So, very quick lesson on redstone in case anyone doesn't actually know. The powder can either be on or off. A signal will propagate through 16 blocks of powder. So it'll go out 16, getting progressively weaker and weaker, and then it won't reach the 17th. The 17th will be off. The strength of it does not matter for most things. Like, if you have a magic lantern, this thing powered here or powered like it's sitting on the 17th block, so the 16th one behind it, it would light the same way. If you did a piston, it would push the same way. It's just a matter of how far it's going to reach. Some things like the comparators actually take into account how strong the signal coming into it is, but I'm not going to be using comparators, so it's not a big deal. The repeaters refresh the signal, so it'll go another full 16. You can also set a little delay on them that makes them wait a few ticks, like up to 4 ticks before actually turning on or off. the wires, the glowstone and the redstone will connect to any other redstone, but it wouldn't connect to something right here. Like if I put this here, that's not going to turn that on. If I did it that way, it would, because it's actually going there. You can go up and down blocks with it. If you do redstone here to here, it will connect. But if you put, let's see, if you put a block here, it no longer connects. That I'm going to be taking advantage of. I'll be using sticky pistons to push and pull things into this position to stop the redstone going through. And that's what I'll do for, I think that's what I'm going to be doing to make an exclusive OR gate if I need to. And that's how I'm going to be turning bits on and off, is by doing that. But for turning it on and off, I'm just going to use regular pistons and just have one on each side. And so it'll be one here that pushes it out of the way and then retracts, and that'll be for turning it on, and one here that pushes it into the way and retracts, and that'll be for turning it off, that kind of thing. So back to the OR gate, and I'm doing the repeaters because the repeaters also only allow redstone to go through one way. So I can put a torch there, powers the redstone, does not power over here. If you remove the torch, and you have the lever, which powers it the same way as the torch does, it goes through here. So just to make sure nothing went back, like if you didn't have this, and you connected it like this, you turn this on, it looks like this is on. So just to not confuse, and to keep it clear what's on, what's not, and to make sure I don't get, that's not what, make sure I don't get it contaminated, basically. I'm going to do it this way. So you have two of these, and you want it where as long as either one is on, the output is on. So the output's here. So for this, it's just this. If that's on, that's on. If that's on as well, that's on. If they're both off, that's off. If that's on, that's on. Okay, so that's an OR gate. Very simple. Next we have a AND gate. This one is going to be, let's see, if both of these are on, the output will be on. If only one is on, the output will not be on. For this, I was going to use a sticky piston. And I can't make a sticky piston yet. I don't know for sure that I need a sticky piston. There was probably a way I can do it without, but I'm not sure what that would be. Let's see. On the plus side, I think I just found a way to do an exclusive OR gate without. So let's try that. Okay, so another property is that the repeaters power the block in front of them. So now this block is emitting redstone. So if I put this here, it's powered. If I turn it off, it's not. Also, if there's no block here, it's not powered. And if you just have redstone here, it would not power that. Or if you had redstone, oh, that does power. I thought it would have to be a repeater. Okay, but it's still not powered if there's air. That's very important. So, for the exclusive OR, what was I going to do? I was going to do, that needs to be powered, and that needs to be powered. Okay, so if a redstone torch is powered, it turns off. Okay, so let's see. What am I trying to do? And then... No, see, this would still be an AND gate. That's just two inverted signals. I would still need an AND gate. Oh, I know a way to do it without being sticky pistons. Yay! I just thought of a thing. I'll use gravel or sand, and I'll make a piston pointing up that'll just push the gravel or sand out of the way, because the extended piston head does not count as a block for purposes of propagating the redstone signal, like I was just showing. Which means I can make some pistons, and I can go get some of this dirt, or this sand over here. Do I have a shovel in my inventory? No, but I do have a crafting table. Okay, so the computer's getting hot. Okay, so if I do... Oh, well, that's not much sand at all. I was hoping I could go down quite a few ways and then do the torch trick to get a bunch of sand real quick. But I don't need that much right now, so I guess I'll just take this. Okay. So back to the AND gate that I was originally showing off, but then stopped because I thought I didn't have a piston. Alright. So I'm going to put this a little bit farther away. Also, I wonder what happens if I do... this. That is powered. Cool. Okay, so... There. Yeah, this needs to be lower down. And I need to actually make the pistons instead of just getting stuff for them. Okay, so it was here, here. Iron and redstone. Oh, and those planks up here. Okay, cool. Okay, so do that. And then do sand. Okay, and then put... Oh, I didn't need to move this over after all. This... Let's see... Okay, and then... Okay, so this is an AND gate. It needs to have both of them on for that to turn on. So if we just turn this on, that's not on. If we just turn this on, that's not on. If we turn them both on, okay, so So I guess this propagates it stronger somehow, I don't know. Okay, if we turn them both on, then that's on. So you have, it's basically a, not a diode. Is it a diode? I went to college for electronics, but it's been a while. And so I've forgotten the names of things. I know how it works, but I've forgotten the name. It's, I think it's technically a type of diode, but it's called something else. But in electronics, it would be you have one current going to the device from the side. Well, it's shown as from the side. And it goes into the middle and collapses the resistance of it, basically. And that allows the other current, so that's a smaller current, and allows a larger current to go through and actually go to the thing. And that's basically what I've done here. And it makes an AND gate. You have to have, if you don't have this one, oh, and that should not still be powered. That's a block update thing. Shoot. How do I fix that? Let's see. Okay, so if that turns off while that's on is when it does that. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I don't think I'll need to, because I think it'll be pulses that I'm working with. Well, I don't know. I'll work on that later. See if there's a way around that. Because that has to do with the piston not getting a block update and so not returning to its standard position even though the power for it is off. So see, when it's powered, so it's extended, when I turn that off, it should retract. But it's not. Oh no, it's not, because it's getting power from that. So, I know. I do this. Okay. Pistons can push up to 16 blocks at a time. So what I do is this. I make it where now it won't be directly against that. So I push that up, and then this goes down, and it'll fall down. Okay, that works. Okay, so if this isn't on, then this block isn't here for this to go through. If this isn't on, then there's no power for it to go through in the first place. So you have to have both on for the output to be on. Now the exclusive OR gate is a bit more complicated. It's actually both gates. Okay. And I guess I'll just dig up some room over here. And I'm going to regret doing it against this wall, because I'm going to have to dig out more of it. But, Okay, so this is the kind of stuff I've been going over in my head, trying to figure out how to do before I even started. And that's why I'm doing this, is because I enjoy figuring out stuff like this. Okay, so I'm going to need a little more room, so I'm going to start these here and here. Okay. So exclusive OR should light up the output when one of these is on, but not both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an OR gate, and I'm going to make an AND gate. and then I'm going to invert one of them and run those through another AND gate. The OR gate will make it where if only one of them is on, it's on. The AND gate will make it where if they're both on, it's on. And that's the one I'll invert. So the AND gate will be inverted, and the OR gate will be normal. And an inverted gate is basically like if it was this, instead of doing... Here, I'll do it off to the side. Instead of just putting it to the output, you do this, and then I need a torch. Redstone torch. Okay, because the redstone torch gives power, but remember, it turns off if it gets power. So this is an inverted OR gate, or NOR gate, N-O-R. It's not OR. So the not OR gate comes on if neither of these is on. The OR gate comes on if either of them is on. And the not OR is just the opposite of the OR gate. So what I'm going to do over here is have... Okay. No, I need that further away. Because I'm going to do this over here. I'm making this slightly more complicated than it has to be. Let me start over. Okay. I still need this one. That's what it is. Okay. So this will be going here. So both of these will go. The AND gate will be here, and the OR gate's going to be over here. So we've got... This needs to come back down. So now we've got that does not turn on this, and this does not turn on this. Okay, so they're still separate. We still got our own two inputs. Okay, so this, remember, is just this. And I'll do that. Okay, so that's our OR gate. That'll be on if either of them is on. Then the AND gate, I'm going to do over here. I'm going to mirror the one over there. I keep having to switch out my hotbar. Yay. Okay, I think that's as far down as I had to go. And what's this? No. Okay, so shovel, pick, there. It's day now, I don't need the sword anymore. And I'm probably using more repeaters than are strictly necessary. And it's probably going to slow down the whole thing. But for now, at least, I want to keep them. Just to have I wonder if I can do this. No. I could do this, though. Okay. Okay, so that does that. Okay, so that's my inverted and my OR gate. And I need both of these to be on for the output to be on. So I need this to be the output, which means I need this and that. So now I'll just make another AND gate, which means doing... that's not going to work. There. Okay. I'll just bring it up here. Will that work for that? No. Okay. So now, once again, don't need this many repeaters, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay. Is this far enough down? Let's see, it'll be piston sand. No, it needs to be one more. And just to show, the piston does not actually work if you do it here, because the redstone isn't curved over to connect to it, which is slightly annoying, but it gives you, I think overall it gives you more options than if it was the other way around. Okay, so now there, and then okay. And this can be a little bit more compacted than I've made it, but it's definitely going to be more extensive than either of these, because it's got two AND gates and an OR gate. Well, a NAND gate, an OR gate, and an AND gate. Okay, so remember, that should be on if only one of these is on. So if that's off, then it's off. If that's on, then it's on. If both of these are on, then it's off. And if just this is on, then it's on. So that works. It's pretty complicated to get it there, but it does work. And those are all the basic logic gates. You've got OR and exclusive OR, and then you've got the inverted of each of those. NOR, NAND, and I don't know what the other, how you call the other. But to make any of these inverted, all you do is add an inverter at the end of it. So I'm not going to go through the point of showing all of them, I say, as I show another one. So now you've just got Did I place that where you can't see it at all? Yes, I did. I can if I get rid of some of this grass. Okay. Here, let me put it above this instead of. Okay. So now that first one's the regular one, that's the exclusive OR, and the other will power if anything other than only one of these is on. So if they're both off, that's on and the other's off. If one's on, the first one should be coming on. What did I break? This was working a minute ago. What happened? Oh, I moved this so that... Dang it. It wasn't any power. Okay. So just one's on, so the inverted is off, but the regular's on. Both are on. So the inverted's on, the regular's off. Just the right one is on, so the regular's on, inverted's off, and they're both off. So the inverted is on, and the regular's off. Okay. And I don't know how much of these I'm actually going to be using in the computer. I know I'll be using and I think I'll be using the exclusive OR for adding. I'll be using both of those for adding. I don't know yet if I'll be using OR at all for adding. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a row of bits. So I'll have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, well, let's see, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll have these here. And I'm going to have power going to them to turn them on or off. And I don't have enough stuff to do all of them, but you kind of get the idea. So what I'm going to do is there will be a powered redstone signal going to each of these. And I'm going to have a spot like here. So it'll be something like this. And I'll have a piston that'll push here. That'll put a block here to turn it off. Or on. And here to turn it off. That's the idea. These will probably have to be a bit more spread out. I might find some other way to do it, you know. But that's going to be the general idea. So it'll be a piston here to push this into position to turn it on, and one here to push it out of position to turn it off. Or, if I find slimes and get sticky pistons, it'll be more compact maybe, but then it'll be... No, I might still end up going with the other, because then I can just send a pulse to one of them instead of having to keep it on or off. And this will represent a number, because it'll be in binary. So like this number here is, let's see, 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 plus 8 is 24? Yeah. Skip that one because that's off. Plus 2 is 26. So this is 27. Because you've got, this is 1s, this is 2s, this is 4s, this is 8s, this is 16s. And I'll have 2 sets of these. Well, I'm actually going to have like 3 or 4. But I'll have the 2 input sets. So it'll be this set, and then another one. And I'll have buttons that you can press that's 0 through 9. And that will write to this string the right amount. So like 9 would have this one on, and this one on, and these two and this one off. Because that's 8 plus 1 is 9. For if you don't know how to read binary, this is how. It's that simple. It's the first one is the 1s, and then everyone after that is just 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 to the power of 1 is 2, so this is 2s. 2 to the power of 2 is 4, this is 4. 2 to the power of 3 is 8, 2 to the power of 4 is 16, so on and so forth. And you just add each one that's a 1 to, you know, all of the others. I said that terribly, but you get the idea. Hopefully. So I'll have one string for the first number that I'm adding together. And then I'll have over here, I guess I could do it where it's this and then plus and then the same button. But I think to start off with, I'm going to have a separate set of buttons over here that'll do a second string somewhere over here. And then once I've got them, each of these will get hit, and let's see. I think it needs to go through an and an exclusive or. Because if it's and, then it's going to write 1 to a third string. And it'll be one higher up, because that'll be the carryover. If it's exclusive or, it'll just write 1 to the final string. Or 2, yes, it'll be 4 strings of them. 1 for the carryover and 1 for the sum of these two. If it's, let's see, if it's exclusive or, it writes 1 to the same digit in the sum. If it's nor, as in neither either of them, it writes 0 to the same digit in the sum. If it's and, it writes 0 to the same digit in sum, and it writes 1 to the next digit up in the carryover string. And it'll do that for each digit. Once it's done that, it'll write the carryover string to the first string and the sum to the second string. And it'll check, well no, it'll check the carryover, that's what it'll do. I'll check for any of them in the carryover, and if there are any, then it'll do that. If there aren't any, then the sum is just the answer, and it'll go up to a LED display. If they're already into the sum, it writes, and if they're already in the carryover, it writes the carryover to this, and the sum to the second string, and it repeats the process until there's no more in the carryover. And that should work. That should be an addition thing. I'm sure I'm leaving something out, but that's the idea I've got right now. And that's why I needed to start playing so that I could get some of this actually worked out. Because like I had a basic idea of how I was going to do the and, but I thought I was going to do a push sideways and cover up like this. And I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can do something like this for this, because then I wouldn't have to have sticky pistons. The trouble is, if you do this and then you unpower it, well, it's doing the thing, it's doing the block update detection thing. Shoot. Take these off and that should fix it. No, it's not. Oh, because it's just not powered at all. Right. Let me just do this somewhere else. That's going to be the simplest solution. Okay, so never done that before. I was wondering if you could like jump higher. Okay, so if you do this and you put something here, and this will be for redstone, torches, repeaters, anything. When you unpower it and it moves, it's going to break the redstone. And that's the same for pushing it. You push it up, it's going to break that redstone. And that's why I can't just do the same thing here, because I need this to stay. I need the redstone to stay, just be temporarily turned off. And if I could push a block over this, that would do it. Oh, that's what I'll do. That's a lot easier. Okay, so I'll have... Because there's something else that I haven't shown you, and that's the redstone blocks themselves. So if you have this, and then here. Alright. And you've got the output... Oh, I'm out of repeaters. But you've got the output here. Alright. If you put a redstone block here, and then you power this piston, it'll push the redstone block. The redstone block acts as a source of redstone power, so it'll power this. If you have, let's see, buttons that do pulses, oh, that's not going to work either, dang it. Actually, that would have worked. Okay. So then I need buttons. Knob, as it's called. Just does a pulse. It lasts for a little bit and then it goes. So if you pulse that, the regular pistons don't pull blocks, they only push them. So I can... This will be the input when I press the button. This will be for writing to the string when I press a button. So if I press a button, it'll give a pulse to a bunch of different pistons. And I'll just have it set up where if I want this on, or actually it'll be inverted, so off, because it's going to be one of these at the end. So it needs to be... So if it's powered initially, that'll make it go off. But there might be another inverter after that, so it doesn't really matter. But the point is, if I want it off, I can push this one. And it'll make sure that's off, regardless of which state it was in before. See, it's on now, I push it, and it's off. It's off now, I push it, and it's off. If I want it on, I just do the other. And that way, it doesn't matter what number was in there previously, it just rewrites it to be the number I want, which is what I'm looking for. So that's what I'll be doing. Instead of having the pistons cover redstone, I'll just make it where the thing isn't powered unless I tell it to. Which you would think would be an obvious way to do it, but for some reason I was thinking it would be easier. The mouse keeps buggering up and it makes me lose where I am. I was thinking for some reason it'd be easier to just have a power source. Like have one power source that just powers all of these. Because I could do that without a problem. Basically like this. And then just cover up parts of it when I wanted to. But it's going to be just as easier, if not easier, just as easy, if not easier, to do it this way. And this way, I mean, to do the raised deck. Where'd my other piston go? Did it fall somehow? Oh yeah, there it is. And this way I can also, should be able to do it vertically as well. So I have this, I have a filler block for now that I'll take out in a second, this, then I have two filler blocks, because the pistons always orient themselves towards you, so I need something to place it against. And then you have this, and why is that powered? That should not be powered. Is that powered because of this? Or is that powered because it's getting power from something over here? No? I don't know why that extended like that. Okay, but you get that. And see, that's not going to work because it keeps doing that. So I can do them sideways without them having that problem, but I can't seem to do it vertically, which sucks. I'm right that that's powering that piston, right? Yeah? It's just that this one, for some reason, is still powered. And I don't know why. Nothing that's touching it is getting power. Unless it's getting power from this, which I don't think it should be. Yeah, that's what's happening. But it doesn't go down like that. That is weird. So, redstone goes down through stuff, but not up? I don't know. So it looks like I can't do that because the redstone will do that. No, yes I can. I just have to have the filler that I was talking about. Well, actually a different filler than the one I was talking about, but you know. Okay, so I'll do block, then redstone, then block. Probably don't need that second block. In fact, I know I don't, so I'll take it out. Okay, so now so I press this button, it pushes down. I press this button, it pushes up. So this will move up and down, and the filler block just doesn't matter. So I'll just have this where this is where it needs to be, and this way it won't affect it. Cool. And it's now 12:16, and I have to be at work at like 10:40 in the morning. Which I guess is still almost 10 hours. But I still need to be heading towards sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and get off now, because I've actually made some progress in verifying that some of the things I was thinking were going to work actually are going to. And I've done some of the demonstrating that I was wanting to do. And so now I'm going to try to find my house again. There it is. See, I need more light here. That's the problem. Alright, but that's basically how I'm going to be going about things. And just in that demonstration, I think I started with something like 30 blocks of redstone, and I'm down to 12. Just with the pistons and torches and repeaters, I used up that much redstone. That's why I was saying that I was going to need a lot before I actually got started. And this has shown me that I'm going to need a lot more before I actually seriously get started. Because I can maybe get one of the numbers programmed in. Well, no, the early numbers. Well, no, because it still needs to turn all the others off. So yeah, like one or two of the numbers I could get at this point, with how much I have now. Which means I really need to go mining for a lot more redstone. So that's what'll be happening next time. But next time might happen tomorrow after work, or I might just take the computer back first, in which case it'll happen probably weeks from now. So look forward to that once I finally get to it. Most of the people watching this, if not all, are going to be seeing it so far in the future that it's already happened to them anyway. Quite possibly this entire project. So just, you know, keep clicking forward. If it isn't up there yet, though, there's a chance I'm still getting back to it, but feel free to leave a comment somewhere to tell me that you want to see more of it, because this is going to be a long project, and it's going to take a lot more work than I'm used to putting into projects that I'm doing on my own. So there's a chance that at some point I'm going to stop doing this because I've lost interest. However, it's a cool enough thing that I'll be more than willing to pick it back up if people say they want to see it. And that's true of most of the things on my stuff, that if I've stopped, say you want to see more of it, I probably will do more of it, because if I'm doing it in the first place, it's probably something I enjoy. And I just kind of got tired of it for a little while or something, but I'll probably come back to it. So leave comments if you want to see more. The likes and dislikes also work. If I see a bunch of likes on one series, I'll be more likely to go back to it. If you want to help me out, but you don't particularly like that series, as far as I understand it, a dislike still helps me get more popular and get more videos out to more people, but it'll let me know that that particular series wasn't as much of a hit, and so I may not do stuff like that as much in the future. Unless I really enjoyed it, and then I'll do it regardless, you know. I seem to be getting hyper. I think I'm slightly cold and tired is probably why. So, you know, I'm talking, but now that I'm quitting, yay! But yeah, see you back next time. I just don't know when that'll be for me, but for you it's probably immediately. See you then.